Right then, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, welcome one and all. My name is Paul, I'm also called Knickknack. I am the brains, God help me on a day like this, behind Knickknack's Daily Teaser. It's a fun daily brain teaser quiz that everyone's free to enter. There's no prizes, I should add, it's purely for fun rather than profit. If you're watching this video, you're watching it on Knickknack's Old Peculiar, my blog, or on my YouTube channel, Mr. Cuddy2977. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to like, hit dislike if you have to, hit the share button because that does me a favour, hit the I button as well to see more of my content, but please feel free to hit subscribe. That way, um, when I release today's answers and tomorrow's teaser, you get to hear about them first. Let's get a move on, shall we? It's the 11th of September, it's 2021, and it's 20 years since possibly the most notorious terrorist attacks on the planet. Let's kick off with a rather sombre set, shall we? Question 1. The 9/11 terrorist attacks took place on the 11th of September 2001, when hijacked planes were flown into which US landmark? The Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, or the World Trade Center? 2. That landmark was in which US city? 3. The HQ of the USA's Department of Defense was also hit by a terrorist-driven plane. That HQ is the what? The Pentagon, Hexagon, or Heptagon? 4. The attack was carried out by Al-Qaeda. At the time, Al-Qaeda were based where? Afghanistan, South Africa, or Libya? Finally, 5. There were 4 planes involved in the attack, the last of which crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Where was that plane said to have been heading for? New York, Los Angeles, or Washington, D.C.? That's today's rather sombre questions. Yesterday's answers: 1. Spain, 2. Game of Thrones, 3. An earthquake, 4. A particle collider, 5. Switzerland. That's today's questions and yesterday's answers. I hope you've enjoyed them. I hope you'd like to have a go as well. If you would, I need to see your answers on today's daily teaser post on Knickknack's Old Peculiar. On today's post by 7 a.m. tomorrow UK time. To get there, click on the link under this video, or as it goes past on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. When you get there, scroll down to the bottom of the page, hit post a comment, fill in your answers, leave me a name, a social media link, and a message. Say hi, introduce yourself. Tell us about your memories of 9/11 as well. That would be an interesting thing to hear, I think. Once you've done that, hit publish, come back tomorrow after 10 a.m. You can see how you've done, you can have another go. As a final word, though, about the 9/11 attacks, I can still remember where I was when I saw footage of what happened. No, I'm not telling you, I'm keeping that in there, thank you. But I can remember seeing the very shocking footage of planes being deliberately flown into buildings. And it was utterly, utterly shocking. It was the most shocking thing I think anyone ever saw. I can remember that shock still, and I can remember my memory of what I thought at the time I saw the attack. I literally sat there, and this was not long after the Michoacan Maliva, Timothy, whatever his name was, attacked a federal building in the state. And I literally sat there and saw those planes and thought, I hope that's bloody local. I hope that is some bunch of utter nutters out in the militia, out in the Michigan backwoods, out in Arkansas or a forest or Utah desert, getting one up on the federal government. I remember thinking that. And I remember thinking, because if that's some bunch of religious nutcases in the Middle East, there's going to be hell to pay. On one front, I was wrong. It wasn't locals. And on another front, I was right. Hell was paid. And I don't think the world's been the same ever since. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.